Hello, everyone. This is Regina Sun, and welcome to today's Legal Moment. Today's topic is to recap the second presidential debate. This week is election week, and for those of you still trying to decide which candidate to vote for, whether that is the current President Barack Obama or former Governor Mitt Romney, here are a recap of some of the topics that were discussed at the second presidential debate. Hopefully, it'll give you enough information to be able to formulate your vote on Tuesday. Now, there are three main topics that the candidates discussed: education and jobs, energy, and the deficit. As it relates to education and jobs, Governor Romney stated that he wanted to maintain the Pell Grant program, which is in connection with colleges and universities. He also wanted to initiate a loan program for people trying to afford college. As it relates to jobs, he wanted to create 12 million new jobs. And he stated that he would bring down the tax rate on small employers and big employers so that they would maintain businesses and jobs here in the United States versus taking them overseas. President Obama stated, as it relates to education, that he wanted to get community colleges to permit workers to get retrained for jobs. He also wants to build more manufacturing jobs and change the tax code to give incentives to companies that create jobs here in the United States. As it relates to energy, President Obama stated that he wanted to control oil and natural gas. In doing this, he stated that he would continue investing in solar and wind biofuels and energy efficient cars. As it relates to what he had done during his presidency, he defended his record by stating that he increased oil production and natural gas production, and that there have been increases in coal production and coal employment. He also stated that he doubled fuel efficiency standards on cars so that Americans can go further on a gallon of gas and lower oil imports. Additionally, he stated he opened up new areas for drilling and continued opening up public lands for drilling. Oil imports are also down under his presidency, while oil production is up. Governor Romney, as it relates to energy, criticized President Obama's record, arguing that oil production on federal land is down 14% and gas production is down 9%. President cut the number of licenses, according to Governor Romney, and permits for drilling on federal lands and waters. President Obama allegedly took criminal action against a private entity in North Dakota for killing birds while drilling. Governor Romney criticized him for doing that because he stated that instead of staying focused on the value of drilling, he was taking action against a lot of people who were trying to find oil alternatives. Governor Romney said he wanted to open markets to drilling and work to gain energy independence within 8 years. Additionally, he wants to bring a pipeline in from Canada, and he criticized the president's energy policies because he said they're not working as gas prices continue to go up. Finally, the last big topic at the second presidential debate was the deficit. President Obama said that he would tax the wealthy in order to lower the deficit, and that he would use the money spent on war to invest in roads, bridges, and schools. Former Governor Romney stated he would bring rates down under the tax, thereby providing lower taxes to middle-class taxpayers. He would also limit deductions, exemptions, and credits so that people at the high end of the tax code do not continue to pay less. For example, he stated that if everyone was limited to $25,000 in deductions and credits, the middle-class taxpayers will not pay any tax on interest, dividends, capital gains, or savings. Another topic that they discussed, as I would just touch on briefly at the second debate, was immigration. Now, President Obama stated that his administration reduced the backlog of applications to make it easier and cheaper for people waiting in line to become residents of the United States. He also stated that during his presidency, he offered more border patrol that reduced the number of undocumented workers across the border. He also went after unauthorized immigrants that were criminals and hurting the community rather than focusing on students and people trying to feed their families and getting them sent back to whatever foreign country they were originally from. Governor Romney, as it relates to immigration, stated that he would make laws clearer to enable immigrants to enter the country legally. He would give visas to people who graduate with skills that America needs, and he would stop illegal immigration. He would do this by avoiding permitting people who have lived here illegally for years to have access when others who are waiting in line to try to be legal continue to not have access. He would initiate employment verification systems to make sure employers are sanctioned for hiring people not authorized to be in the United States. Finally, he stated that kids of parents not authorized to be here will have a pathway to permanent residence, like going through the military. So those are 4 topics that were discussed at the second presidential debate. I hope they were topics that give you more of a clear view of where both candidates stand on various issues. And with that, I hope that you're able to use that to decide which candidate you think best represents your interests. Tweet me at Regina Sun ESQ and let me know what you guys think. Thanks for listening, and that is today's Legal Moment.